Just in the last hour, Waterloo Police released the name of the man who was shot at that child's lemonade stand last night that we told you about in our breaking news at 10 o'clock. Malik Calhoun was shot in the neck last night near West 4th Street in Grant, there on West 5th near the Dollar General store. He had to be taken, his injuries were serious enough, he had to be flown to University of Iowa Healthcare in Iowa City. The original report from several witnesses, they thought a child had been shot. Now, we don't want anyone to be shot, but luckily there's not a child situation. No word yet tonight on the condition of that man who was shot in the neck, Malik Calhoun. Now tonight, as we told you, Waterloo Police say they are addressing that shooting and several others. A lot of violence over the Memorial Day weekend in the city. One person was left dead, 4 others injured in those situations. With that in mind, let's go live right now to KWWL reporter Max Tedford with the police chief's message tonight and why one local organization fighting gun violence says the city of Waterloo has not done enough so far.
Ron, Waterloo Police say they're going to be cracking down on violent criminals, and they say they're going to be using every resource they can to arrest them. A strong message from Waterloo Police Chief Joe Fitzgerald, quote, "For those who think they can create chaos without reprisal, you are wrong. It comes after a deadly Memorial Day weekend. There were 5 shootings Sunday and Monday, leaving 4 injured and 1 dead. Police Tuesday announced they're launching an effort focusing on gang members and violent criminals this summer.
It's sad because me being a child who grew up here, I had a very fun childhood here. We could go freely, have fun, go places, and not have to worry about if it was going to be some act of violence.
Manisha Ford with Beat the Streets says the city isn't safe. Beat the Streets is a nonprofit focused on fighting gun violence through educating and advocating for vulnerable children to keep them away from the violence.
Just imagine if we would have started this 10 years ago. A lot of the kids that are running around, you know, being careless with the guns and things, 10 years ago, they were youth. And now they're young adults and they have no sense of guidance.
Chief Fitzgerald said law enforcement intends to hit criminals from every direction, using all the resources at their disposal to arrest them, saying, quote, "People in this community work hard and want to enjoy the fruits of their labors on a Memorial Day weekend without worrying that small groups of idiots who are only tough with guns in their hands could destroy their families." But Ford says up until now, city leaders have not been saying enough.
The people in the leadership roles, they need to do more. We need to see them more. They need to speak more. Their voice needs to be heard more, because if they're not saying anything, if they're not concerned, then why should anyone else be?
Now, Waterloo Police plan to hold a press conference tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. KWWL will be there. Live in Waterloo, Max Tedford, News 7, KWWL.
Yeah, Max, thanks for the update. This deadly weekend comes after a homicide in the city just a week ago, back on May 22nd or so. The second year in a row that Waterloo has had back-to-back weekends of deadly shootings in the month of May.